Okay.
I'm the only one.
Well, we have folks online.
Welcome. Okay, so this is the last session for topic 3, the new patient referral triage workflow. And we'll start with the land acknowledgement. So we would like to acknowledge that today we are coming together from a number of ancestral, traditional, and unceded territories. We acknowledge these homelands, recognize and respect Indigenous people as the original peoples of these lands. Please take a moment to reflect, acknowledge, and honor the original occupants of the land you live, work, and play on. So my name's Haley. I am one of the CST business learning leads, new to the team. It's my 7th week, I think. And I have about 18 years in healthcare. I started as a care aide and moved into an ER nurse, and from there, violence prevention education, and then BC Ambulance Learning Solutions as well. And my helpers today, or partners today, are Patricia, you're in the background. You want to say hi?
Hello.
Patricia's doing attendance and taking all the questions down. So it's really helpful if when you ask a question that you state where you're from and give her a chance to mark it down. And then Johanna is going to help me with answering questions. Johanna, you want to say hi?
Hello, everyone.
There we
Looking
go.
forward to meeting you guys all in person.
Yes. Okay. So those online, we've put in the chat if you could sign in on the chat, and then those in the room, Rena should have left a sign-in sheet for you to fill out as well. Okay. We are recording this session so that we can send it out at the end of the week for everyone to access as needed. Okay, and the question period will open up at the end. So if you could hold all your questions till then, that would be great. This is a high-level overview, so we're not going to get really into the details. We just kind of want you to get sort of familiar with some of the things you're going to see with Cerner. On top of that, we are trying to address all roles. So we do have, even though it's referral triage, we are going to address nursing as well in this process. Okay. So we are going to go through the clerk workflow, the triage provider workflow, nurse workflow, and then we're going to talk about some of the outside provincial systems that Cerner speaks to. Okay. So essentially, the clerk first receives the external referral, and then they're going to create what you call a referral encounter. Then the triage provider is going to look at their workflow list, and they're going to decide if they're going to redirect it, hold it, accept it, and so on. And then the clerk is going to monitor when that's completed, and then they're going to book the new patient in for their appointment, and they're going to flip the encounter to a pre-outpatient encounter. Okay? And then the nurse will proceed with their intake assessment and filling out a series of forms online over the phone. Okay, so that's what we'll go over a little bit more in detail. So we'll start with the clerk receives the referral. Okay. So they log into what is called the work queue monitor, and they'll click on the appropriate queue clinic, and then they'll be able to see their referral form. Okay. They'll review the new work items and double click on the appropriate row in the queue to open, and then they'll add modify work window will open. Okay, displaying all the pages in the selected fax document. So it'll kind of look like this. And you'll see all the pages are over here on the side. So if you click on them, you can go through the different pages. Okay. The clerk will review the referral package and verify if all the documents are legible and all the required documents are present. And then they will go into the select patient icon in the work queue toolbar. The patient search window will open. They'll fill in their information and click search. And then the EMPI will display any patients meeting the selected criteria. They'll select the correct patient and click OK. And the system will open the referral management conversation for that patient. And this is what the conversation will look like. and they'll fill out any information that's ideally in yellow. It's highlighted in yellow if it needs to be entered. And then the main part here is this referral info box. We want to make sure that the referral received date, the date of transmission is in there, and the referral status has been changed to referral received before we click OK to close the window. And then the system will return to the work queue monitor. The clerk will fill out the rest of the information. You can follow down and fill out the different areas, and then you will complete the task. Okay, I'm not going to get into all the details in this. It's a little bit more extensive. Okay. Then the provider takes their turn. Okay, so from the referral management tab in PowerChart, so the referral management tab is up here in PowerChart. Okay, it'll open up this referral management window, and they can go in and filter. All these columns have drop-down areas to filter, and then you'll press run, which this is what this will say in the corner, and then you can find your patient in the list below. Okay, once you bring up that patient, you can click on here to open their chart. Okay. When you're in their chart, if you want to look at the referral info or referral package, so under referral triage in the documents folder, you can open the referral package, and here's where you'd view all that information. Okay, so you can go through your referral package. And then from the patient chart in the provider view, so under menu and provider view, you would open the outpatient quick orders. And in there, the workflow tabs are here. You would click on the tab you require. And what it'll do is it'll open it up into the top right corner. You'll have what we call as a shopping cart. Okay, kind of like when you buy things on Amazon, right? Your shopping cart starts to fill. You're going to open that shopping cart up, and when you do, it'll show you this image in 3 here, and that's where you're going to modify the details. Okay, you'll open up that. It'll show you information that needs to be filled out. So if you see, as per usual, the X with the blue circle, it means you're missing information. You're going to open that tab up, and you're going to fill out anything that's in yellow. Okay, and then you'll click to sign. Okay. And then the clerk will take it from there. So they will, from chat book or scheduling appointment book, they will open the request list. Okay. You go to that I again, they open the request list. They right click on the appropriate person or fill out, this information. They're going to right click on the appropriate person. They're going to complete that request. Okay. Then the scheduler window will open to complete that booking. Okay. In the scheduling appointment for the new patient order, you're going to accept the referral and then changes the encounter to pre-outpatient. Okay. So you're going to click the appointment tab here. You'll fill out the information. You're guided down the list. You move it over to the WIP or work in progress window. Okay. And then you have a choice. You can drag and drop it into the scheduler window, or you can use the suggest button, okay, to schedule the appointment, or you can use the schedule button. So there's 3 ways to schedule an appointment. When it is in the scheduler view, it will show up as yellow. Okay. You will need to confirm it to make it turn into this blue color. So if you click on the yellow window and then go over here to confirm, you'll be able to confirm the appointment details, and then your appointment will be complete. Okay. And then the nurse's workflow. So the nurse is going to call the client, and they're going to fill out a series of forms over the phone. So we'd like to go into the ad hoc folder, okay, up in the gray menu bar. You're going to click these 3 forms. So the OCI form, or the Oncology Comprehensive Intake form, which replaces the PRISM intake form. You're going to do the PSS CAN form or the psychological screening tool workflow, and you're going to click the nursing screening tool. Okay. When you click all those and start to fill it out, the windows will open, and then every time you fill out a form and you'll press a check mark in the upper left-hand side. When you press that check mark, if you've missed something, it will take you to the part where you missed information. So it won't let you proceed really until you've finished all of the stuff you need to enter, which is kind of nice, makes it easy. Okay, and it'll go from form to form to form because you've clicked the 3. And then some outside systems that we use. So Cerner still speaks to PACS, PharmaNet, and CareConnect. Okay. CareConnect and PACS are available up here in the gray toolbar. So if you click on the CareConnect, it will direct you to put in your credentials, and then you'll be able to open your CareConnect to view your different information. Okay. The PharmaNet is a little bit different. So if you go into the medication or orders tab, you can select the document medication by history button. Okay. And then, or from the workflow tab, you can click the meds history link. Okay. The document medication history displays the best possible medication history. And then you can click the external prescription history drop-down button and select import. Okay, so you can see all your little tabs there. And then you can also access PACS. When you open up a PACS report, if you're looking for that an image is attached, if there's an image attached, you can open up the image. You can scroll through the image, see movements. If there's, say it's a CT scan or something, you want to see the image movements and everything, you can view all that. I have been told, I think, that some images won't be accessible, only the ones that are, or sites that are involved in Cerner. Okay, so otherwise you'd have to go through CareConnect. Okay, what questions do you have? I think you guys were good luck today because nothing froze.
Thanks, Haley. I can't think of any questions right now myself.
MPI stand for you. Sorry, this came into the chat. I know it. See if my nursing stuff comes up.
I think that's the
Master Patient Index. That's it. Like, you're testing me, Allison.
So it searches the PHN system to make sure that it cross-references the Cerner data that we've typed in and the actual data that is available within the kind of master patient system.
Yep.
Thank you. I think you already answered
Great
this.
question.
I think you already answered this, but I guess like we won't be able to access Northern Health PACS then?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was one thing that's come up in previous sessions, is that it's only if it's part of our Cerner. So there are other ways to access it. I believe it's through CareConnect, just not as easy as the systems that are connected.
And will, even though it's like here in Prince George, like we'll have the same buttons, like we will be able to access like VCH and PHSA PACS.
You should be able to. I can actually open it from my testing page because
Okay.
I don't have access to PACS
Okay.
or CareConnect. That's why the screenshots are kind of limited on my end.
Okay.
Because I can't really play around in those systems like I can with Cerner. I don't know if Joanna, if you have better access than I do.
I believe you'll have access to what you were saying, SPH and VGH specifically, but I would have to double take that one away and confirm it with my colleagues that are down in that area. If you like, I can take it to them.
Sure, thank you.
My suspicion is yes, but I don't want to say a definitive yes without double checking.
All right. So just so you guys know, next week, Darren, the demos will consist of going over some of the M pages, and Darren will present those next week. Again, 3 repetitions for the week. And then the week following that, I think it's the week following that, we should be there for the learning fair. So if you do have a question and you're like, hey, they're here, come and bug us in person. Okay.
And just to add to that, Haley, M pages is Cerner speak for workflow pages.
Sorry.
So there'll be one for a provider, there'll be one for nursing, and there'll be various kind of extra ones for whichever particular role that you're in.
Yes.
Thanks, Haley.
Thank you. All right. Okay, we'll let you go. Have a great day. Take care, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day, everyone.
Bye.